Hello Taurus, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me again for your monthly March tarot and horoscope reading. I'm going to jump straight into it and we're going to check what we've got in store for you for the month of March. Right, what we've got, I'm going to pick up a couple of additional cards. Right. In terms of the energy for the month of March and what it will bring you, Taurus, it's like you're walking, number 2 grey, it's like you're walking in between two worlds, okay? It feels very, it will feel very unnatural for you. Okay, obviously you're an earth sign and you're a very grounded kind of person. It will feel like you're in the month of March, you're very out of the depth. It will feel very sort of uncomfortable. The March will start as a kind of uncomfortable kind of month in terms of emotional state, but I'll try to elaborate on it a bit later on. In terms of the past, because that's what pops up as well. It feels like there was some kind of wedding or some kind of party or something which involved gathering of a family, and weirdly enough, I don't know why, but it just feels like you haven't been there, or you couldn't be there, or you didn't want to be there. It just feels like the energy wasn't there whatsoever, and weirdly enough, I can see someone else telling you that things have happened, and that's why you got those kind of weird thoughts, and that's why you're gonna enter the month of March with a kind of confusion in your head. Very, very strange beginning of the month it will be for you, Taurus. That's for sure. How you can actually get the most out of a March in terms of energy and your shift. It will be a bit of a weird one. I think it's sort of, obviously we interact with other people, but in order for you to achieve your Zen or your sort of neutral kind of mind, spirit, body kind of consensus, I think you will have to sort of detach yourself from people. I think it will be better if you will be on your own for a quite long time in terms of the March, or you're going to sort of pursue it. You're going to pursue to be on your own, away from people. I don't know why, but I can see like nature and being somewhere outside of the city, or somewhere where you can actually recharge your batteries. So you will actually try to be on your own, just with birds or with animals, and you will just try to be outside as much as you can. It just feels like you're very suffocating yourself in terms of when you're inside of the premises, and you will seek to be outside as much as you can in order to recharge the batteries. Okay. Something to be mindful of in terms of a month of March for you, Taurus, is success. Okay, card of success pops up, and it feels like it's very strange because the next card which I've got in here is abundance. Okay, abundance. The number 6 is just before the abundance. So yes, you're gonna have you will be quite successful at work, and I think you exactly know that. Again, I don't know why, but I can see you like being kind of like, not maybe businessman as such, but someone very important on a certain level, and you are being sort of. You need that break in order to not fall into the confusion of the mind. It's just like I can sense that the March for you, Taurus, will be you will seek that grounding which you don't have at the moment, and it's very, very natural for your horoscope sign to seek for that. Again, in terms of the work, it just feels like the work will come from different kind of places to you, and you will have those kind of options to choose from, and which job you want to take. I don't know why, but something pops up in my head as a surgeon, or doing things manually, surgeon, and you're a very kind of important person, and it's very sort of lucrative what you do for a living, and it's all well and good, but just remember that you need to relax your mind. You need to be able to stabilize your frequency. Okay, just don't get too much attached to the whole point of money. Okay, the abundance is not only money. Okay, Taurus. Let me just try to elaborate a bit more and find out a bit more, investigate a bit more about what's happening to you, Taurus, in the month of March. Let's start with the health. Things will happen very quickly in terms of your health. It's very strange. It's like you were waiting for some kind of operation or some kind of GP appointment, and things will speed up very, very quickly. It's like you were waiting for some kind of information, and you will get that information very, very quickly, and you will be able to go to the clinic or to the place where you were supposed to go a couple of months ago. There will be quite a lot of things happening all around you in terms of your health, and not only health but also the other health of other people all around you. It's like you will have to go with them as well. Very, very powerful card in terms of the body kind of health and guidance. It's like you will have to guide other people in terms of their health. You will have to help them out and just help them to find themselves. Okay, Taurus. In terms of the relationship, right, very, very strange, like an 8 of air pops up. Okay, now if you have thought, Taurus, that you might be in a cage, okay, or you might be imprisoned, you're not. Okay, you're not, and it feels like you have, weirdly enough, this resonates more to the person who is not in a relationship. Like, I can sense that you're not in a relationship as such. Like, yes, you might have some kind of friend or someone who you are with, but it seems like the other person is not showing you enough affection, and it's like puts you on the light, on that path of doubts, like, oh, is it my fault, or is it me, or is it him or she? Again, I think it's not you, it's the other person. They are just on a completely different level than you. They might not be exactly ready for what you want to have and what you want to become. Again, yeah, I think they are just very scared of making that decision, and I think you're the next person. I don't know why, but I can feel like if you're in a relationship, I think the other person is like, you're thinking quite majorly about kids, about the next step, having family, and I think the other person is just not ready for it, or they are telling you that they are, but they are not, because it would happen already. Again, it is what it is, and you can't make someone love you or give you this happiness. Just try to speak to them about it. Like, I can sense that there's like culmination of it in the month of March for you, Taurus. That you're gonna speak to them in March about your emotional state, about your emotions, majorly. Just take those two cards. In terms of the work and finances, it seems like there will be a lot of things happening in a very short period of time. Again, in terms of the yes, it will be very quickly. Things will happen very quickly, but you will still need to think about the different kind of options, and the creative kind of your creative mind. You need to activate your creative mind in order to get to the bottom of it, to the things which are happening to you. in your workplace. Again, very strangely enough, like I can feel like there are other possibilities for you in your workplace, and you will be able to take them. But will you though? That's the question. So it's just like there's a lot of things. Again, this card gives me quite a lot of confusion, because from one perspective things happen very quickly, and you like it. You like to see that, oh wow, I can do this and that. But then from the other perspective, like it feels like you're very sort of bounded to just one thing at the moment, like you're not ready to jump on other aspects of life in terms of the work. But maybe you should risk it, okay? So that's why I'm trying to say risk it, okay? Risk is actually not such a bad idea, okay? So that's the major thing about your, in terms of the work in the month of March. Therefore you risk it. Making neutral decisions in terms of finances. I think in terms of the money, I think you will have quite a lot which you've gathered, and I don't know why, but I can sense like you're going to invest it, or you're going to just put it somewhere in some kind of bank account, or where it will wait for the future generation. Weirdly enough, I think you're going to gather quite a lot of money, and you have to speak to some kind of finance advisors about it. Again, it's good to have more rather than less. Okay. Thank you very much, Taurus, for this reading. Thank you very much for joining me and for your energy being with me in here. I shall see you next week during the weekly readings. Thank you very much. Bye.